expecting earnings today from drug and medical device maker Abbott Labs. The outlook is positive, especially considering that the company just won federal approval to market a new drug-coated stent used to prop open arteries. Now, these medical breakthroughs not only turn profits, most important, they save lives. And our next guest is hoping to do just that. His company, Delcath Systems, is looking for federal approval for a special procedure to treat the often fatal liver cancer. Joining us this morning is the president and CEO of Delcath, Richard Taney. And also in Washington, D.C., we have Dr. James Pingpank, a National Cancer Institute surgical oncologist and the principal investigator for Delcath's clinical trials at NCI. Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting us.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Doctor, explain to me what exactly is this type of treatment, particularly which isolates the liver. Explain that to me.
Yes, the goal of this treatment is to be able to effectively isolate the liver from the surrounding body so that effective doses of chemotherapy can be delivered at doses much higher than we would expect to deliver if we had to give the drug intravenously and with less exposure to bone marrow and the gastrointestinal tract, so that we significantly decrease the amount of toxicity while hopefully increasing the dose of drug delivered to the tumor and making it a more effective therapeutic dose.
And doctor, as I understand it right now, liver cancer is the sixth most common type of cancer, although it is the third leading cause of cancer-related death. Is this type of treatment, this isolation that you're talking about, very unusual and groundbreaking?
The techniques that we are using were actually established for extremity tumors approximately 50 years ago and have been in evolution in the surgery branch at the NCI for many years. But this ability to do it in a minimally invasive way and decrease hospital stays and substantially reduce the morbidity associated with it really makes this applicable to a much larger group of patients in a much larger number of hospitals throughout the country.
Richard, you're the company that is creating this technology and this ability to isolate this. Tell us, how is it that you got involved in this whole cause and becoming an executive member of this organization?
Well, my involvement began as the parent of a teenager stricken with cancer. And when the cancer went to her liver, we knew that her time was limited. And we were frantically looking around, as most people who are unfortunately afflicted with this disease do. And we came across the Delcath system, which was a very, very novel way and unique way of delivering these ultra-high doses of targeted drug directly to the site of the disease. We approached the company, tried to get my daughter into the trial. Unfortunately, she had the wrong kind of disease for this trial. It was not addressing that disease at this time. Unfortunately, she passed away. I was asked to join the board of the company back in 2006 and took over as CEO in January of 2007.
See, your story is an amazing story. I was just talking to you briefly in the break. She passed away in 2004. You were actually in the money management business on Wall Street, learned so much about this, became a board member, and all of a sudden now you're the president and CEO. Talk to me about what you have been able to accomplish in the years that you've been there and why you think this technology or this wave of change could hopefully turn into a real viable solution to liver cancer.
Well, we have seen, as we approached the company and looked really at the science is very well established. The NCI and Dr. Pingpank and his team have performed close to 300 of these procedures in well over 100 patients and have seen some remarkable results and responses. The basis for this ultra-high drug delivery dosing allows for this targeting of the disease while sparing healthy tissue, and that is really key. So what we have done at Delcath is taken this base science, which is fairly proven now, and are driving the business model, if you will, to get centers around the country. We currently have 6 centers around the country. We should be increasing that number over the course of the year, and we are looking at a variety of diseases now.
So it's in stage 2. When do you think you get government approval? We
actually were in phase 1, and based on the results seen at the NCI, we were fast-tracked directly to phase 3. So we're currently actually over 1/3 enrolled in our phase 3 trial. This is a pivotal trial that we certainly hope will lead to approval of this device.
And if approved, the costs?
The cost is about in the vicinity of $20,000 for this treatment. which parallels very, very closely with some of the newer drugs and novel treatments. But the ability to combine ultra-high dosing of drug with the targeting is really the key to the Delcath system.
Well, what a story. I wish you the best of luck, Richard Taney. I know you have two girls in college who are brilliant minds, so congratulations on that. And Dr. James Pank, I should say, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.